Ariel Palitz. I'm really excited to be here with you. I've been following your career and everything that you've done for the nightlife community over the last couple of years, and especially during COVID. So it's really special to be with you in this bar and learn about your career and how you got such a cool job. So 4 years ago, walk us through how you got this amazing job, what people would say is an amazing job.
It is a great job, and I feel extremely lucky to have it. Before I had this position, I grew up in New York City, and I ran a bar in the East Village for 10 years. And I also served on my local community board at the same time, and really, lived the dream, I guess you could say, and lived the day-to-day. Running a nightlife establishment in New York City, never really ever thinking it would ever evolve into a position like this. This office is the first of its kind in New York City, so we really needed to build it from scratch. Historically, the city, the only way a bar owner really interacted with the city was through enforcement agencies. So if you got a ticket or an inspection or needed a permit, but there was no really dedicated line of communication that was non-enforcement, that was there to listen and to speak up for them and to help to resolve issues when they came up. So when I first got this job, it was really about how can we create it, an infrastructure, a foundation, a trajectory that really dealt with the real life. Most people think, oh, you just go out every night, and I do, but that's not the job. So here's an office of nightlife, disco ball, lip balm, because that's what everybody needs in their life.
Thank you. This is great. Oh, that goes like this.
So this is my friend Tal. He is the owner of 1803. It's an incredible 2-story venue. Upstairs, it's got an amazing restaurant, live jazz music every night of the week. And then downstairs, as you can see, is this groovy nightclub vibe. And we're good friends, and obviously I know a lot of people in the industry, which makes it easier for me to be able to connect and make sure that they're getting the support that they need, information that they need, and that it's actually relevant. No. It's been like 400 years.
About the initiatives that are happening through the Office of Nightlife.
Well, it's really exciting because I really get to think creatively and try to figure out some solutions for some historic issues and challenges that the industry has faced really for decades. First, we have MASH, MEND, Elevate. We have an upcoming night school, which is also an acronym. One of the things that we really wanted to do right off the bat is create a MASH approach, which is multi-agency support for hospitality. So really organizing, orchestrating all of the city agencies to work in concert with each other to support the industry. And then we have MEND. So MEND stands for Mediating Establishment Neighborhood Disputes. It's our free mediation program that we do in partnership with the Center for Creative Conflict Resolution at Oath. And it's really a non-enforcement solution to resolving quality of life issues. And then, of course, we have Elevate, which is focused on elevating nightlife mental health. Right, all the people who work in the nightlife industry, even historically, it's a very grueling business.
Yeah.
It's high-paced, high liability, high energy, high volume.
Now listen, how can I get into Zero Bond?
Well, if I tell you, I'll have to kill you.
One of the many initiatives coming out of the Office of Nightlife is this.
Narcan behind every bar.
Yes. Okay, so tell us about
again,
that.
This is one of those situations where nightlife is all about having a great time. But more recently, we know that there is a fentanyl crisis in New York. Mm-hmm. There's an overdose crisis in New York, and it's not something that we can ignore. Historically, if there were narcotics in a venue, this was a criminal offense, and that was it. You would get a ticket or get shut down. But now the city and the Department of Health recognizes that saving lives is more important than just simply focusing on whether something's legal or not. And so the Office of Nightlife reached out to the Department of Health and asked if we could partner with them to create an awareness campaign with training and free Narcan kits behind every bar to make sure that in the rare event that it should happen, that a bartender or a nightlife operator is prepared for that situation. So essentially, right now you can watch our webinar, fill out a form, and have a free Narcan kit sent to you. And we really see it like a CPR kit. Doesn't mean that people are having heart attacks every day in a bar and you're gonna need a CPR kit, but just in case if somebody accidentally has fentanyl in any of their narcotics and is having an episode here, someone here can save a life. And that's really what it's about at the end of the day and at the end of the night.
Do you want to talk about your personal life at all?
I don't have one. I will say probably the most important routine for me is dancing.
Okay.
Whenever I go out, whether I'm by myself or with friends, whether it's for work or for play, I love a dance floor. I love a great DJ. I love to close my eyes. I love to let go, and it is my ultimate meditation.
Yeah, I love dancing too.